Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at 10-cent coins of Australia that can be worth big money, and some of these rare coins have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars at auction, making them incredibly valuable for collectors and coin hunters. So get ready, because we are counting down the top 5 most valuable Australian 10-cent coins, and you might just have one hiding in your collection pocket change or coin jar at home, and if you do that, small coin could make you serious money. Let's get started. First up, 10-cent coin 1967 of Australia is a highly interesting circulation coin that attracts collectors' attention because it was among the early decimal series coins issued after Australia changed from pounds, shillings and pence into the new decimal currency system, and this important transition made all these coins special for history lovers as well as collectors who want to understand how the currency changed and how the minting standards evolved during that time. And this coin features a beautiful lyrebird design that is artistic and elegant and has become iconic. Among Australian decimal coinage, the 10-cent coin 1916 of Australia was struck in large numbers for circulation, but the real worth depends on condition, rarity, specific minting details, and the interest from collectors. And while common circulated examples might not bring very high prices, the value increases significantly for uncirculated and mint state examples because the surfaces remain clean with strong luster and attractive details, and collectors always give premiums for such preserved coins that survived without heavy wear mark, scratches, or environmental damage. In the current coin market, the 10-cent coin 1916 of Australia can be found with various price points and values depending on grade and certification, and lower circulated conditions might be worth only face value or slightly above, while mid-grade coins may sell to collectors who need filler examples for their decimal sets, and high-grade pieces, especially those certified by major grading companies like PCGS or NGC, can command much higher premiums because grading gives trust, authenticity and confirmed preservation level for buyers and sellers in the marketplace. There are also proof versions and collector strikes from the Royal Australian Mint, and these pieces were not made for circulation, but for collectors who wanted premium finishes with mirror fields and frosted features. And these proofs can have better values depending on how many were originally sold and how many survived in top condition. And proof sets from 1967 often include other denominations too, making them desirable for those who want full decimal year sets for display or investment. For YouTube viewers who search for coin values, it is important to highlight that many 10-cent coins 1967 of Australia might appear common, but certain varieties or error examples can be very valuable. And errors such as off-center strikes, die-cracks, clipped planches, and double strikes can bring much higher amounts because these minting mistakes are rarer, and collectors enjoy chasing unusual variations that do not exist in every coin, making them exciting finds for metal detectorists and pocket change searchers. When speaking about value, it is important to talk about grading scale numbers, because when coins reach MS or mint state grades such as MS 64, MS 65, MS 66 or higher, the luster, strike and surfaces become essential for determining worth, and these higher grades show the coin almost as it left the mint, with minimal marks and brilliant appearance. And sometimes top examples are sold in auctions or private sales, especially if the population numbers for that grade are low, which increases rarity factor and market demand. In the global coin market, Australian decimal collectors are active, and many new collectors have joined online platforms, social media groups, and auction sites to learn about coin values and exchange information, and this growing interest supports the value and demand for coins like 10-cent coin 1967 of Australia. And collectors also enjoy building date sets or typesets, and sometimes they want both raw examples and graded examples for comparison and investment diversification, which keeps trading healthy in numismatic communities. For YouTube subscription engagement, you can encourage viewers to subscribe to follow new videos about coin values, errors, rare dates, high-grade examples, and other numismatic information. And this helps build a coin community that enjoys learning together, and this strategy supports your channel growth because viewers who like educational content about coins often subscribe to get more videos, updates, and notifications. And they also comment, share, and discuss coin finds, which keeps the channel active and boosts algorithm visibility for more new viewers. The 10-cent coin 1916 of Australia also has historical significance because it represents the early decimal currency era, and these coins were widely used by millions across the country for daily purchases, and their circulation history gives them cultural value as well as monetary value, and collectors appreciate coins that tell a story and demonstrate transitions in national currency systems, design choices, and minting technologies, and this connection between history and collecting creates long-term interest that supports value appreciation. So the 10-cent coin 1967 of Australia holds collectible value, cultural, history, and educational worth for YouTube content. And if you tell viewers about condition, rarity, grading errors, proof issues, and auction results, they can learn how to identify valuable pieces and decide whether their own coins might be worth more than face value, and this encourages engagement, beginner interest, and collector development, turning viewers into subscribers as they follow more videos about collectible decimal coins from Australia and other countries over time. Next up today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1973 Australian 10-cent coin, a piece that carries both historical significance and collector interest as part of the Australian decimal currency system introduced in 1966. The 10-cent coin is a small silver-colored coin made of cupro nickel, weighing 565 grams and measuring 2360 millimeters in diameter. It features the iconic design by Stuart Devlin, who was responsible for many of the early decimal coin designs in Australia. The obverse of the coin features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II as the reigning monarch in 1973, designed by Arnold Machin, giving the coin a regal and timeless appearance, while the reverse showcases the Australian lyrebird, a symbol of the unique wildlife of the country, known for its extraordinary tail feathers and remarkable ability to mimic sounds. In this coin stands as a representation of both cultural pride and intricate artistry that appeals to collectors around the globe. The 1973 10-cent coin carries a mintage that varies depending on the mint, with millions produced for general circulation, making it widely available. Yet despite its commonality, there are details that affect its value, such as mint condition, grade, and any unique errors or die variations. The coin was minted primarily at the Royal Australian Mint, located in Canberra, which has produced coins since 1965 for the nation, and the exact number of coins struck in 1973 runs into hundreds of millions, which means that while the coin is accessible to collectors, its value still depends on meticulous assessment of quality, with higher grades like uncirculated or mint state coins commanding premium prices among dedicated collectors around the world, and its silver-gray appearance remains attractive and enduring. Collectors often examine the 1973 10-cent coin for specific characteristics that can affect its value. For instance, coins with sharp detail on the lyrebird feathers or well-defined facial features of the queen are highly sought after, along with coins that show minimal wear or surface marks. Numismatists also look for mint errors such as double strikes or off-center designs, which are rare and can dramatically increase the coin's worth. While circulation coins from 1973 can be purchased for just a few dollars, the pristine uncirculated examples can reach significantly higher values depending on grading and market demand, providing an exciting opportunity for both casual collectors and serious investors in Australian numismatics. And this makes the coin both historically and financially interesting. The historical context of the 1973 10-cent coin is also noteworthy, as it was produced during a period of stability and growth in Australia. The country was enjoying economic expansion, and the decimal system, introduced 7 years prior, was becoming fully established, with coins like the 10 cent helping the public transition from the old pound, shilling, and pence system to a more modern currency. The coin is not only a collectible but a reminder of a pivotal era in Australian financial history. It captures a moment in time when the nation was redefining its monetary identity while maintaining its connection to the monarchy and its rich wildlife heritage represented by the lyrebird, making it a coin with both cultural and historical resonance for collectors and historians alike. When it comes to pricing, the 1973 10-cent coin values fluctuate based on condition, rarity, and collector interest. Circulated coins in average condition can be found for a modest price, usually under $5, while coins graded higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC can command prices upwards of $20 to $50, and exceptionally rare era coins have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction, demonstrating that even common coins can present opportunities for financial gain. And the key to understanding this coin's value lies in recognizing the delicate balance between historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and condition, grading which together influence market trends and collector enthusiasm worldwide. The 1973 10-cent coin also holds significance for those interested in Australian coin sets and mint collections. Many collectors aim to acquire a complete run of 10-cent coins from 1966 onward, and the 1973 issue plays a crucial role in completing such sets. Its distinctive features allow collectors to distinguish it from other years and ensure that their collection reflects both historical accuracy and aesthetic completeness. The coin is also often featured in educational displays highlighting the transition to decimal currency, and its design serves as a talking point about Australian wildlife artistry and the precision of modern minting techniques, which continues to inspire new generations of collectors and numismatic enthusiasts. In terms of physical characteristics, the coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a combination that provides durability and resistance to corrosion, making it suitable for circulation over extended periods. Despite its widespread use, the coin retains a pleasing metallic sheen, and the detailed engraving ensures that even after years of handling, the central motifs remain identifiable. Collectors often note that the lyrebird's tail feathers are a particularly intricate element requiring careful observation to appreciate fully, and the obverse queen portrait remains a classic representation of mid-20th century coin design, reflecting both artistic elegance and historical continuity. The 1973 Australian 10-cent coin has also gained attention in international numismatic circles as collectors outside Australia seek coins to complete global decimal sets or to explore wildlife-themed coins. The lyrebird design appeals to wildlife enthusiasts and those interested in ornithology, providing an extra layer of interest. Beyond mere currency value, the coin is often compared to other decimal coins from neighboring countries, and its design and production quality are widely regarded as superior due to the meticulous standards of the Royal Australian Mint, and this has contributed to the coin's enduring popularity among both casual and professional numismatists who value its artistry, craftsmanship, and historical context. For those seeking to purchase or sell in 1973 10-cent coin, understanding the market dynamics is essential. Coin auctions online and local coin shops provide a variety of opportunities to acquire coins in different conditions, while collector forums and numismatic societies offer guidance on identifying rare variations and determining fair prices. Provenance and certification add significant credibility to higher value coins, and those that are professionally graded enjoy greater demand. The combination of historical significance, artistic design, and market interest ensures that the 1973 10-cent coin remains relevant and collectible decades after its initial minting, and offers both educational and investment potential to a wide audience of enthusiasts. In conclusion, the 1973 Australian 10-cent coin represents a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and collectability. It reflects a transformative period in Australian currency history, features a distinctive lyrebird design by Stuart Devlin and a regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, while remaining accessible to collectors due to its relatively high mintage. Yet, opportunities for investment exist through high-grade examples, error coins, and well-preserved specimens. Its enduring appeal lies not only in its monetary value, but in its cultural significance as a symbol of Australian wildlife and artistry. Collectors and enthusiasts around the world continue to celebrate this coin through collections, exhibitions, and educational initiatives, ensuring that the legacy of the 1973 10-cent coin will be appreciated for generations to come and remains an essential piece for anyone interested in Australian numismatics. Next up, the 10-cent coin, 1983, of Australia stands as a circulating piece from the early years of Queen Elizabeth II modern decimal currency, and collectors around the world continue to search for higher grade examples with original luster, because these coins were used heavily in daily transactions, which means fewer remained in pristine mint state condition. And whenever a viewer finds such a coin in their change or in old family savings, they immediately wonder about its value, rarity, and potential worth in the current numismatic market, especially as interest in modern circulation coins keeps rising around the globe. The obverse side of the 1983 10-cent coin carries the profile portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, and this portrait remained iconic for many years on Australian coinage, and for collectors the condition of the portrait helps determine the coin grade, as anywhere scratches or fading can lower The value especially for those seeking coins, graded by professional grading services. The reverse design showcases the beautiful lyrebird with detailed feathers symbolizing the uniqueness of Australia's wildlife and artistry. In coin design and the lyrebird, detail is often evaluated by collectors checking for crisp feather-lined strike, clarity and lack of surface damage because these attributes help classify a coin as circulated, uncirculated, mint state, or proof-like depending on the shine and detail retention. In the year 1983, the Royal Australian Mint produced a high mintage of 10-cent coins for circulation, and because of this, most examples remain in low value ranges when found in common circulated condition, and they are often only worth face value. However, when discovered in mint state grades especially, MS5, MS65, MS51, and beyond, collectors often pay higher premiums due to the scarcity of such grades surviving in modern markets. The approximate value of the 10-cent coin 1983 of Australia in circulated condition typically ranges from face value to a small collector premium, and in uncirculated condition, values can range from a few dollars up to higher amounts depending on grade, toning, strike, and desirability. And certified slabs by grading services may command more, especially in competitive auction environments where multiple bidders chase higher grade modern Australian decimal coins. Some collectors also seek error varieties and misstrikes in the 1983 10-cent coin and errors, such as off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die fills, and double strikes can dramatically increase value, and such pieces are often submitted to auction houses or listed on online marketplaces where error collectors quickly recognize the rarity of these unexpected production anomalies. Investors in modern coinage often recommend holding high-grade examples of 1983 10-cent coins because as time moves forward, the natural wear and loss of circulating pieces reduces the pool of collectible grade survivors, creating future scarcity, and younger collectors entering the hobby further boost demand for early decimal coinage from Queen Elizabeth II period, making this coin an important piece for long-term hobby development. For those watching this YouTube video, remember to check your pocket change, old jars, family drawers, and coin buckets, because these overlooked pieces may hide uncirculated gems or valuable errors. And do not forget that value always depends on condition, rarity, and demand, and collectors continuously monitor prices through online platforms, coin shows, dealer inventories, and public auctions to keep updated on changing values. To everyone interested in coin collecting, numismatics, and treasure hunting, make sure you subscribe, like, and enable notifications, because we bring information about valuable coins, rare varieties, key dates, era coins, high mintage, low mintage finds, and more. And your support helps this channel continue providing research, education, discovery, and motivation for beginners and advanced collectors across the world. So keep searching your change, and if you find a 10-cent coin 1983 of Australia, share your find in the comments below and we will discuss potential value, grade, and error possibilities. And join our community, because coin collecting is a journey of history, value, and excitement, and new discoveries happen every day with the right knowledge, curiosity, and persistence in the world of numismatic treasures. Next up, the 10-cent coin of Australia dated 1993 is part of the modern decimal currency system and features the iconic lyrebird reverse design, which is one of the most loved circulating coin motifs, and collectors often look at this date because it sits in the early 1990s era where mintages and surviving condition variables interest hobbyists and coin hunters who check pocket change while learning about Australian currency history and market values. On the obverse of the 1993 10-cent coin is the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, engraved by Raphael Maklouf, and this portrait ran on many denominations during that period and has a distinct relief, which coin enthusiasts compare with earlier Arnold Machan and later Ian Rank broadly portrait varieties, giving the piece additional context for numismatic documentaries and YouTube presentations about monarch portrait cycles on Commonwealth coinage. The 1993 10-cent coin was produced by the Royal Australian Mint with a circulating mintage in the tens of millions range, making it common in worn grades. However, in uncirculated specimens, especially straight from mint rolls or collector hoards, can have a premium, and it is these high-grade examples that draw viewer interest on YouTube channels focused on treasure hunting, sorting, and collecting modern decimal coins. Collectors and viewers love hearing about values, so for a circulated 1993 10-cent coin, the worth generally remains around face value to a small premium depending on condition while uncirculated pieces can reach between a few dollars, up to higher amounts when slab graded and certified by professional services, and the conversation becomes more interesting when people talk about bulk lots, roll searches, and mint sets, because that is where the nicer pieces survive. When discussing around 40 mint information, style details, presenters often mention minting, processes, blank preparation, striking, pressure rim formation, die condition, and metal composition. And for this coin, the composition is copper, nickel with a similar strike profile to other decimal tens of the era, and numismatic educators explain that where appears first on the lyrebird tail feathers and on the portrait hair waves, which helps beginners grade coins in hand without special tools. In subscription call segments, YouTube creators often tell viewers to like, share, and subscribe for more Australian coin videos, and ask them to comment if they have found any high-grade or rare 1993 tens in circulation. And some channels talk about storage using PVC free flips, archival pages, capsules, and tubes, and remind collectors that proper storage maintains luster surfaces and long-term resale value, which seasoned collectors appreciate hearing about. For modern decimal issues, another topic in long form scripts is varieties and errors. And while no nationally famous major rarity is associated with the 1993 10-cent coin, collectors still discuss minor die, cracks, rim cut formations off-center, strikes, rotation misalignments, and planche flaws, and educational channels encourage viewers to keep checking pocket change for such anomalies, because even minor errors can bring premiums among enthusiasts of mint-era communities both in Australia and abroad. The cultural aspect of the lyrebird design is also noted because the lyrebird is native to Australia and is known for its amazing mimicry abilities, and documentaries often show how wildlife appears on currency and how that strengthens national identity. And this kind of narration helps YouTube coin videos feel more immersive and informational, offering viewers multiple layers of value beyond simple price guides or quick flip content. In the context of global coin markets, the 1993 Australian 10-cent coin is considered modern and affordable, making it a good entry point for beginner collectors, and various coin clubs recommend starting with decimal sets, sorting dates, comparing mintages, and looking for high-grade pieces. And many collectors eventually build full-year sets from 1966 onward and include the 1993 date as part of the long-running decimal heritage story of Australia. As the video closes, presenters typically remind viewers about the excitement of discovering coins in change, reinforce the opportunity of learning coin history and numismatics, talk about rare finds and values, encourage comments and subscriptions, and invite viewers to watch additional videos on Australian currency varieties, tutorials, and roll searches, making the 97 10-cent coin a perfect example for long-form educational, subscription-friendly YouTube content that blends value, rarity, design, collector appeal, and national heritage, all in one engaging narrative. Next up, the 10-cent coin of Australia, from the year 2005, is one of the modern circulation coins featuring the iconic lyrebird on the reverse and the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and this design has been used for many years, making the coin familiar to collectors and casual observers. And in 2005, this coin continued the tradition of Australian decimal currency introduced in 1966 with high demand in circulation due to everyday commercial usage. The coin is struck in copper nickel alloy with a composition that gives the coin strength, durability, and resistance to wear and corrosion, making it suitable for extensive usage in the Australian monetary system. And the diameter, weight, and thickness remained consistent with previous years, ensuring compatibility with vending machines, banks, and counting systems across the country. And this consistency is important for maintaining the stability of coinage acceptance. In 2005, the minting took place at the Royal Australian Mint, where millions of pieces were produced for circulation. And collectors note that 2005 was not a low mintage year for the 10-cent coin, though it still remains interesting due to its regular role in commerce and occasional appearance in coin rolls and bags used by collectors to search for higher-grade pieces for their numismatic collections and hobby pursuits. The obverse side featured the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which had been adopted in 1998 and continued into the mid-2000s with sharp details on the face, hair, and royal crown. And depending on circulation wear levels, these details can fade or become flattened, making high-grade examples more desirable for collectors seeking mint state or uncirculated submissions for grading services. The reverse design shows the lyrebird, a native Australian species known for its ability to mimic sounds and songs from its environment, and the engraver Stuart Devlin created a dynamic depiction of the bird with its distinctive tail feathers spread in a curved display that complements the overall balance of the coin design, producing an artistic and nationalistic representation of Australian wildlife and cultural identity. In terms of value, the 10-cent coin of 2005 is generally worth face value in circulated condition, meaning 10 cents, however uncirculated examples and higher mint state pieces can command higher prices from collectors, especially when graded MSC or higher by recognized grading authorities, and depending on demand, such pieces may sell for a few dollars to collectors searching for quality coins to fill date sets and registry sets, special varieties, errors, and anomalies associated with the 2005 10-cent coin can also increase value significantly. For instance, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, and struck through grease errors are examples of minting mishaps that are sought after by error collectors, and depending on severity, rarity, and eye appeal, such coins may sell from several dollars to tens of dollars in specialty numismatic markets and online auction platforms. For viewers interested in collecting modern decimal coins, the 2005 10-cent can serve as an accessible entry point due to its availability and affordability in the hobby. Encourages searching through loose change coin rolls, bank bags, and dealer stock to find high-grade examples, errors, and varieties, and with patience, collectors can assemble complete sets that represent historical continuity of Australian coinage spanning decades of economic development and design evolution. If you are enjoying this information and want more videos about valuable Australian coins, rare coins worth money, collectible decimal pieces, and numismatic guides, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and enable notifications so you never miss updates on new releases and coin value content. And subscribing helps the channel grow, allowing more detailed coin research videos, market analysis, price tracking, and collector education to be produced for your benefit. Thank you for watching, and make sure to comment below if you have a 2005 10-cent coin, or if you collect Australian decimal coins, and tell us which year you want to see next, because we will keep making long coin videos explaining value, history, varieties, error types, grading information, and market performance. So do not forget to subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more exciting numismatic knowledge in future videos about coins worth money and collectible treasures.